Guess who's back? You still smell on my clothes, ladies and gentlemen. So, today we're gonna do a little discussion video. Something a little different than what we usually do. But we do it sometimes with these discussion videos where we just sit down and talk for a second about a topic. And the topic that we are discussing today, a few of you guys have been hitting me up left and right and left, up and down, and telling me that apparently there was a rumor going around that Eminem might drop another album in 2018. Another album in 2018? This is a big moment, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck's on my lip? No, so apparently, I don't know what started the rumor or started the words going around, but people are saying that maybe it was a tweet of some sort or a post of some sort, but there is more than a few people are saying this. My first question is, what do you think? I mean, what exactly? Because I guess I missed what the initial thing was that made everybody be so sure that this was coming out. I'm still researching and doing some things. I've seen a couple like think piece videos and people saying that something's supposed to be coming. So put in the comment section below if you know what started this. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just speculate as if this was true. What are we expecting from this? What am I expecting from this? Or what am I not trying to hear from this to make this a better drop than Revival? I would say the first thing that I'm trying to not hear, let's go with those, is hopefully, now Rick Rubin is a god, Rick Rubin is a legend, Rick Rubin is an OG, but I think something about Eminem and Rick Rubin working together just doesn't always mesh the way that they think it's gonna mesh. And I feel like if they're gonna do samples, because it seems like it's not just Rick Rubin, but a lot of Eminem samples be just like, they'll take like a famous song and not chop it up, not play it different. They'll just literally play it back and have Eminem rap on top of it. That doesn't usually work. If there's gonna be samples, I want them to be chopped. I want them to be, used as an instrument, not as more like a, hey, you know this song, so you gotta like this song. And then also, some of the sample choices, let's change those. I don't need I love rock and roll or a country flip on this one. I see what you're doing, but just as me as a fan, I'm not a big fan of those. That kind of goes, I don't know what it is with Rick Rubin and Eminem, but they just make like odd music to me sometimes. So what I would like to see is more Dr. Dre, more Eminem and Dre, if this is a possible thing. I want Eminem and Dre to lock themselves in a lab together and just create create. I know both of them are in a place in their careers where they don't even need to create, so that's the problem. That's the issue, is that it's going to be very hard to recapsulate that hunger of being that up-and-coming white rapper who's trying to prove to the world that you are the greatest, and also it's not going to compare to the hunger of leaving death row and starting your own label and trying to make it successful. So with age and success is going to come a lack of that. So I just hope that they have a way to maintain it if they do that. But I would like to see a lot more Dr. Dre production. What else would I like to see? On the features, I mean, M don't do this a lot. He really doesn't. He really stays in his own little bubble of people, which is D12, Pink, Skylar Grey, Sia. That's really who he likes to work with and stay with. But I would like to see maybe him work with some other people. I'm not one of those dudes who gets automatically mad when he works with like pop stars, particularly unknown pop stars, or like, because it's hard to say Eminem works with unknown pop stars, but like, I didn't know exactly who Skylar Grey was when Eminem first started working with her. So what I would say is that Because the reason why that's not just necessarily a bad thing right away for you to just like demonize it and say that this is going to be horrible is because let's not forget Dido, Stan was a flip of an old Dido song, and Dido was like a Norwegian pop star, so we didn't know who she was. My tears grow cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all, and morning raindrops on my windows, and I can't see it all. That was fire. So maybe he could capture that again by doing that. I feel like that's why he does use those kind of people to try to recapture a song or a moment like that. But I just think it's not really gonna be that possible to do that. But okay, what we got? We got Dr. Dre production. We got Les Rick Rubin. We got a switch up of samples, and we got, you know, that also incorporates chopping them up better and using them as instruments instead of just like commercials. I would say the reason why I say commercials is because when something is placed on a song or placed on something just so you could be like, oh wow, I recognize this thing. It's just a commercial, you know. What else? That'd be nice. Maybe if there's some more, you know, I know I already said different features like with singers and stuff, but maybe if there's another rap feature, like where, because Chloroseptic with 2 Chainz was pretty dope. I think it's we know who M works with now. We know what his sound is, and at this point, you know, to not sound like a broken record, I think you need to start reaching out to other people. And it's M. You don't have to, but that'd be dope. Maybe an Eminem J. Cole record. Maybe a Eminem Kendrick. Well, I mean, besides the song that got together, a new one. Eminem and J. Cole. Maybe Eminem Kendrick. Eminem and 21 Savage. What if there's an Eminem 21 Savage song? Eminem Smoke Perp. Eminem Ski Mask. The Swamp God. Eminem and Lil Pump. Eminem and Tekashi. Nah, I already know right now most of y'all just had a heart attack with some of those suggestions. But yeah, I would like to see working with some new artists too, some up and coming artists. What else? The main one, and this one's gonna cause a lot of controversy. It's gonna cause a lot of comments, but I'm ready. I'm here for it. My main thing is, let's try to bring back Slim Shady. Yep, hold on, guys, chill out. Hold your horses here. Hold your horses. I know when I say that, you guys be like, Eminem is not young anymore, and he can't do that because Nah, listen. If I've said this once, I've said it 100 times. If you understand what the character Slim Shady was, and then you know that now more than ever, he needs to revert back into the character, back into the field. Chloroseptic was Slim Shady. Slim Shady's not really worried, like the Slim Shady is not character that he played, it's not really worried about crazy, like, he is doing crazy flows, like, how to explain it? Slim Shady to me is more mastered craft, but it seems more sporadic and crazy, but it's more mastered. I feel like Eminem and Marshall Mathers, which is 2 different people in this rap stuff. You can even ask M. That's why they're called D12, because there's 6 of them and they have 2 personalities, even though Eminem and Marshall Mathers are kind of 2 different people too. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I've made this comparison 100 times, but Slim Shady is Eric Cartman. That's who he is. Like, I can't believe people didn't even get that. Eminem's first album came out, and the Slim Shady character came out right as South Park was coming out. Like, literally, and you hear in his skits, in his promotional stuff earlier, he would do the Eric Cartman voice. And you can tell, like, you know, South Park at face value looks like an immature cartoon that's just, you know, making poop and fart jokes. But honestly, if you really dissect it, some of the best episodes has some of the best social commentary of any show, right? And it pokes more fun and it's easier to digest through cartoons because people do just see it as an immature cartoon. That's what Slim Shady was. Slim Shady was on face value, looks immature. But for anybody who takes 2 seconds to listen, you realize that it's really poking fun at everything. It's a huge satire. And that doesn't mean like you have to go in there and talk about immature things. You kind of do in an immature way, but it's just the reason why it sounded immature is because it was so blunt and so right to the point. There was no sugarcoating it. I don't gotta be small to sugarcoat it at all. I just get on the mic and spit it, and whether you like to admit it, I just better than 90% of you rappers out there. Come on, like, you know what I mean? We need that. We need that right now. The reason why people feel like the Trump freestyle was corny was because Eminem delivered it, not Slim Shady, man. Eminem is worried about that's a awfully hot coffee pot. He's more worried about the flow, the way it sounds. And I think Slim Shady's more worried about what he's saying, believe it or not, even though that sounds crazy. So put in the comment section below, are you excited for another Eminem album in 2018? Would you be down for that? And what do you want to hear from another M album? Do you want to hear everything I said? Did some of the points I said you don't agree with? Whatever, put it in the comment section below. I'm not mad at you. Let's figure this out together. Go check out my single Tunnel Walk, Screwed Up remix on, anywhere you get your music from, anywhere you listen to your Eminem music. Go in there, type in SCRU space FACE space JEAN, and it'll pop up. Now, my name is Scru. I'm pretty freaking awesome, but I wouldn't be nothing without you. The Chess of J Nation.